Hi everyone, and thanks for being with me. I was a bit bemused, I think is the best way I could put it, by a Bill Maher introduction to his show on Friday, whereby he needed to discuss his visit to the White House. So this is Maher goes to Washington, I think. And what intrigued me about this was that he was effusing an experience that he had with Donald Trump, which indicated to me that Bill Maher had been conned by Trump. Now, let's be honest, most of us haven't met Trump. Most of us hadn't had any form of interaction with him at all. And it is worth noting that because we haven't, perhaps we're not in a position really to be able to add commentary, apart from what we hear. But you know, we add commentary all the time around what Trump does, his policies, the way he behaves, the things he says, how he says them, who he insults, and so on. So we are aware of some aspects of him. And there has been certainly some reporting that when you meet Trump personally, he's extremely charming. And I think the thing that we need to remember most is that Trump is a con man. And it seems to me that in this instance with Bill Maher, and I'll play you a bit of his clip in a moment, but in this instance, he actually conned. He did a fabulous job of conning Bill Maher to believe that he was humorous, that he was listening, that he was, not going to condemn Bill Maher for some of the comments that he's made about him in the past. And it seems to me that in this instance, Trump was going to play the game. And he played it in such a way that he conned Bill to thinking that this is who he is. And Maher at one point says, why don't we see that side of him more often? And the point that Bill Maher seems to have forgotten is that he plays to whoever his audience is. There is no integrity in Trump, but he is a fantastic, and we've got to admit to this, is a fantastic performer in that he knows who his audience is and he will play to them, just as he knew who Bill Maher was and how he was going to play to him. And Bill Maher fell for it. And I can't believe, I haven't got all that much time for Bill, but I know he's an intelligent man, but why he fell for this in the way that he did, I find absolutely astounding, in fact. So I'm going to play a little bit of that video, not all of it, it's 13 minutes, you can catch it on YouTube if you want to. But this is Bill, so in this instance, he's had a list of his jokes around Trump, and he asked Trump if he'd sign them. And he did, and Bill was absolutely delighted that he did so.
Which he did with good humor. And I know as I say that, millions of liberal sphincters just tightened. Oh my God, Bill, are you going to say something nice about him? What I'm going to do is report exactly what happened. You decide what you think about it. And if that's not enough pure Trump hate for you, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. So...
And likewise, I don't give a shit either about what Bill Maher has to think about me or anybody else who criticises Trump. I'm not in Bill Maher's camp on many, many issues, so, good on him.
So, no, I didn't go MAGA. And to the president's credit, there was no pressure to. After we left the Oval Office, he showed me the little room off the office, the one where Clinton used to... Okay. Okay.
What I do find interesting, it sounds like there's three people in his audience. So I don't know whether I don't think it's canned laughter, but it does seem odd.
Well, not anymore. That's where they keep the merch now. It is. And he gave me a bunch of hats, but he didn't ask me to take a picture in one, which I appreciated. The guy I met is not the person who the night before the dinner shit-tweeted a bunch of nasty crap about how he thought this dinner was a bad idea and what a deranged asshole I was. I read it and thought, oh, what a lovely way to welcome someone to your house. But when I got there, that guy wasn't living there. Now, does Trump want respect? Of course, who doesn't? My friend said to me, what are you going to wear to the White House? I said, I don't know, but I'm not going to dress like Zelensky, I'll tell you that. But, okay. Just for starters, he laughs. I'd never seen him laugh in public, but he does, including at himself. And it's not.
I think that Trump, or I believe anyway, that Trump had found a way to. So he has these personalities, these personal traits, I guess, which is kind of like a dual personality, or many aspects of a personality, or a split personality. Because on one hand, he can criticise Bill Maher, and Bill goes along with it, because Bill doesn't really care anyway, which is fair enough. And Trump can then be as polite and so isn't that the ultimate in a con man? Isn't the purpose of a con man to be able to convince us that whatever is selling, in this case himself, is valuable, is worthwhile, and is worth purchasing? And the thing that really distresses me the most about Bill Maher is that he fell for it. That Trump was able to convince him that he's this person that is likable, that laughs, that has a sense of humour. No one's suggesting for a moment that he doesn't have a sense of humour. Or no one I know of suggested he doesn't laugh. But for Bill Maher, this was a revelation, apparently. Where have you been, Bill? You joke about this guy all the time, but clearly you fail to see who he is. So I think there's an issue here that we all should find some space to address. So let me know what you think about any of this. Let me know in the comment section below, because I think that that Bill has been tricked, and I would imagine that Trump is laughing himself silly about how he's been able to fool the great, the one and only Bill Maher. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. In the meantime, take care, look after yourselves, and be safe.